that. You can download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. President Bola Tinubu says the federal government will continue to prioritize the development of the digital economy to enhance youth empowerment and job creation. He stated this while receiving a report titled Digital Economy, Youth Empowerment and Sustainable Job Creation in Nigeria, Issues, Challenges and Opportunities, presented by participants of the Senior Executive Course 46 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, Kuru. In their 8-point recommendation, the course participants urged the federal government to step up the enactment of the Digital Economy and E-Governance Bill 2024 and encourage states to waive the right of way fees on the development of telecoms infrastructure. The people of Jechira, comprising of Konshisha and Vandekia local government areas, have reaffirmed their commitment to Governor Hyacinth Alia in all circumstances to enable him succeed in his mandate of providing quality leadership in the state. They gave their stand across party lines at the solidarity meeting of Jechira sons and daughters held in Say, Agberagba, Konshisha local government area. Our correspondent Felicity Ndere was there for Global Television and now reports.
The solidarity meeting across party lines in Jechira, as conveyed by chairman of the Elders Forum, is to express their total support for their son, Governor Hyacinth Alia, to continue to deliver his democratic dividends to the people of the state. Various speakers, including traditional rulers, the political class, youth and women groups in their remarks were united in appreciating the transformative style of administration, saying the governor needs the support of everyone to have a stable mind to deliver on his mandate.
For the past 24 years, the governor, we have never experienced this type of government. But when Badalia came into government, we have a lot of benefits.
Alia is a clergy, and he's doing the right thing. Just as others are saying, when he came into governance, things were not proper, like the payment of salaries and whatever. So we the clergy started praying for him, and by the grace of God, he's doing very fine.
They gave their assurance of confronting any form of distraction capable of destabilizing the peace of the state.
As a woman from Jechila, as a woman, or the women of Jechila, we are saying that we don't have any problem with him. We are ready to support him and stand by him to succeed.
What is the essence of other Jechira songs contesting? Of course, there's no point. There's no basis for any contest again. The essence is to come and deliver the dividends of governance, which is doing perfectly well.
Chairman of the APC Elders Forum, Senator Barnabas Gamadi, reassured the people of the governor's good works, saying they will stand by him at all times.
We will stand with the governor in all the trials and troubles that detractors are going to present to detract him from office. We will be with him in fighting those things.
The meeting was in attendance by Jechira sons and daughters, irrespective of political affiliations. From Say Agberagba Konshisha local government area of Benue State, Felicity Ndere, Global TV News.
The speakership crisis rocking the Lagos State House of Assembly may be resolved soon, as the intervention of heavyweights in the All Progressives Congress may be leading to a headway. The impeached Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, and the current Speaker, Mojisola Meranda, may also step aside for another lawmaker to lead the House. The development follows the intervention of APC bigwigs, notably former governors of Osun, Ogun and Lagos State Chief Bisi Akonde, Segun Oshoba and Akinwumi Ambode, respectively, among others. Justice Rahman Oshodi of the Lagos State Special Offences Court in Ikeja has fixed February 26th for ruling on whether to hand off the ongoing trial of the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Justice Oshodi adjourned for ruling after Emefiele's counsel, Olalekan Ojo, senior advocate of Nigeria, accused them of bias and asked him to rescue himself. The former CBN boss was arraigned before the court by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, alongside Harry Omoile, on allegations of accepting gratification gifts through agents, corruption, and fraudulent property receipts. The proponent of the National Commission for the Coordination and Control of Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons, NATCOM, Bill Baba Mohammed, has commended President Bola Tinubu's administration for its strides in curbing crime and criminality across the country. Mohammed made the remarks in a statement issued in Abuja, urging Nigerians to be wary of fraudsters, stressing that the suspension he personally imposed on NATCOM operations would remain in effect until the bill receives presidential assent. Kebbi State Governor Nasir Idris has commended the federal government's efforts in constructing and completing the Human Rights Commission offices in some states of the Federation. He says he made this known at the commissioning of the Kebbi State Office of the National Human Rights Commission NHRC in Benin, Kebbi. Idris says the event reflected the federal government's commitment under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu to improve cooperation and coordination in the planning and implementation of human rights across the country. An All Progressives Congress chieftain, Olatobosun Oyintiloye, has called on the federal government to release monthly allocations to the court, reinstated APC-elected local government chairman in Osun State. Oyintiloye made this appeal in a statement issued after addressing newsmen in Osogbo, the state's capital. While making the appeal, he insisted that the state government would, at the appropriate time, be held accountable for the funds spent on the recently conducted local government election, noting that it is a waste of taxpayers' money. You're watching the live broadcast of the News Express. When News Express returns, Vice President Shatima says support for local enterprises catalyst for sustainable economy. We'll bring you details of this as well as foreign and sports stories right after the break. Please stay with us. Do you know that global television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world with our app on Google and Play Store? All you need to do is download Global TV Nigeria on your phone and watch all programs on Global Television. What are you waiting for? Start downloading and stay connected to Global Television. Many thanks for staying with us. If you've just joined us, this is Global Television, bringing you live broadcast of the News Express. A quick look at the world of business, where Vice President Kashim Shettima has emphasized the crucial role of local enterprises in ensuring Nigeria's economic sustainability, asserting that strong support for small and medium-sized businesses is vital for long-term national development. Stanley Nkwocha, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications in the Office of the Vice President, says the Vice President reaffirmed President Bola Tinubu's unwavering commitment to the growth and survival of Nigerian enterprises, describing them as the backbone of a sustainable economy. The federal government, through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has directed all electricity distribution companies to publish the refunds they have made to customers who purchased meters under the Meter Asset Providers Scheme. The Commission announced this on its social media handles. It held the first Nigerian electricity supply industry stakeholders meeting in 2025. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has given a grant of 50 million naira to the First Lady of Kaduna State, Hajia Hafsat Ubasani, to support 1,000 women petty traders in the state. Senator Oluremi Tinubu asked the First Lady of Kaduna State, who is the state coordinator of the Renewed Hope initiative, to give 50,000 naira each to beneficiaries so as to recapitalize their existing businesses. A symbolic check of the grant, which was given under the funding of the Renewed Hope initiative, was presented by the First Lady at the Umaru Yar'Adua Conference Center. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has announced that Nigeria and Belgium are set to strengthen economic cooperation to bolster food security. The Director of Information and Public Relations at the Ministry of Finance, Mohamed Manga, disclosed this in a statement he signed and released in Abuja. According to the ministry's Director of Information, the minister and the Belgian ambassador, Peter Lingnet, held a meeting to explore ways to facilitate cooperation in agriculture and food security. Meanwhile, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, APMAN, Depot Chairman Forum is threatening to shut down all retail outlets and suspend the lifting of products nationwide if their demands are not met. Godwin Sunday was there for Global Television.
At a press briefing held in Abuja, the Depot Chairman Forum of IPMAN expressed their frustration with the Nigerian Mainstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, over unpaid debts totaling 100 billion naira. The forum's chairman, Yahya Hassan, stated that the debt dating back to 2024 had negative impact on their businesses.
We are extremely frustrated that 1 year after our last demand as a forum, requesting the payment of over 100 billion owed our members in bridging and NTA claims by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA. The management of NMDPRA have deliberately ignored our request, even after making clear promises to pay us.
The IPMAN Depot's Chairman Forum is calling on President Bola Tinubu to intervene in the matter. I am Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global TV News.
The organized private sector demanded a fresh review of the tax bills, particularly the proposed increase in the value-added tax, which it says will discourage investment in the economy. The Association of Capital Market Academies of Nigeria and the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture were concerned by the planned hike in VAT from the current 7.5% to 10% in 2025, 12.5% in 2026 and 15% by 2030, as well as the proposed removal of the sections of the tax bills related to free zones. The OPS spoke during the commencement of the two-day public hearing on tax reforms organized by the Senate Committee on Finance at the National Assembly Complex in Abuja. The Nigerian Customs Service has withdrawn the initial announcement of 4% free board FOB import charges, while urging stakeholders to recapture their declarations to proceed with the clearance of their goods. The service noted that the measure is necessary to ensure clarity, maintain consistency in customs operations, and prevent any disruptions in clearance processes. A press statement issued by the National Public Relations Officer on behalf of the Comptroller General of Customs, Assistant Comptroller of Customs Abdullahi Mewada, advised all affected interests to recapture their entries without delays through the designated customs processing platforms. On the foreign scene, the European Commission has received requests from Nigeria and 23 other non-members of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries seeking inclusion in the list of nations eligible to import non-hazardous waste from the European Union. Non-hazardous waste, which accounts for 95.6% of solid waste produced in Europe, includes municipal waste such as packaging, clothing, bottles and plastics, as well as demolition materials like concrete, bricks, stones and food waste. In a statement issued, the request was made in line with the new waste shipment regulation introduced as part of the EU's Green Deal and Circular Economy Action Plan. French President Emmanuel Macron says a truce between Ukraine and Russia would be agreed in the coming weeks, following talks with Donald Trump in the White House. Macron says any peace deal must not be surrender of Ukraine and must be backed by security guarantee. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he's open to offering the United States access to rare minerals, including from Russian-occupied Ukraine. This comes after U.S. President Donald Trump repeatedly pushed for Ukraine to give up some of its minerals in exchange for support. In a deal, one Ukraine minister noted is being finalized. Putin says he's ready to offer resources to American partners in joint projects, including mining in Russia's new territories. In sports now, Remo Stars coach Daniel Ogumode has charged his team to take another step towards winning their first Nigeria Premier Football League title as they travel to face Nasarawa United in a 2024/2025 match day. 26 game on, I beg your pardon, in a 2024 and 2025 match day 26 game on Wednesday. Currently top of the table with 51 points and holding a 10-point gap ahead of closer challengers. The Ikenna side are seeking to strengthen their group in the title race with another away win. Last Ogumodele side were able to open up a 10-point gap by responding with a 2-0 win over Kwara United, and they could take an unassailable lead with another win. Moses Simon has been named the WhoScored.com League One Team of the Week for his outstanding performance in match day 23 of the French top flight. After an inquiry scare during training, the Nigerian international successfully passed a late fitness test before facing Lens at the Stade de la Beaujoire. He then played a crucial role as Nantes earned a vital 3-1 win over Lens to strengthen their quest to beat the League One drop. South Africa's double World Cup winning prop Steven Keshop has been forced to retire from rugby after suffering a serious neck injury. The 33-year-old sustained the injury in September 2024 while playing in the Currie Cup match for Western Province, and subsequently revealed he was 2 millimeters from death. To end the Global News Express, let's take a look at our top stories. President Bola Tinubu says the federal government would continue to prioritize the development of the digital economy to enhance youth empowerment and job creation. In business, Vice President Kashim Shettima has emphasized the crucial role of local enterprises in ensuring Nigeria's economic sustainability, asserting the strong support for small and medium-sized businesses is vital for long-term national development. On the foreign scene, Russian President Vladimir Putin says he's open to offering the United States access to rare minerals, including from Russian-occupied Ukraine. In sports, Remo Stars coach Daniel Ogumodede has charged his team to take another step towards winning their first Nigeria Premier Football League title as they travel to face Nasarawa United in the 2024 and 2025 match day 26 game on Wednesday. That's it on the News Express. A quick reminder that Global Television is a DSTV channel.